last year when the highly addictive and slightly broken Diablo 3 fell into our laps, and myself and my co-workers Edmund Tran, Dan Capini and Randolph Ramsey got stuck into the demon-riddled world in a really big way. Since I spent last week telling you what co-op games are worth playing, I figured this week I'd tell you how to be an awesome co-op companion, or at least how to find the best way to put up with everybody else if you're throwing dozens of hours into a game. First up are your standard requirements for similarities. These basically whittle down to your playstyle, especially if you're getting stuck into a meaty game like Diablo 3. There's no point pairing up your impatient buddy with the one who hates any corner of the map staying unexplored or barrels sitting uncrushed. As long as there have been video games, there have been those who are keen to blitz through them and others who savor every meaningless minion kill. And I'm sure you know which of those categories you fall into. To optimize your playing experience, it's probably best to stick with friends who value the same things as you. For example, I found myself frequently left behind while spending 30 minutes optimizing my gear or reconfiguring my stats. Then you've got those people who are really keen on watching every cutscene and talking to every NPC. That's a fine way to play, but it can quickly turn a co-op campaign sour for the gamer who really wants to just plow through to the next objective. Best way to keep everybody happy in that case is to make sure everyone's on the same page with how you're going to play and that nobody gets left behind. Similarities among co-op players are super important, but for many games there's a huge advantage to highlighting your differences. Games like Trine demand that each player embody a totally different hero. Then there's Left 4 Dead 2, where players can differentiate themselves by their weapon choice. Having someone rock the shotgun ensures they can make short work of any close zombie encounters, while the rest pick them off at range. Torchlight and Diablo don't have these same restrictions, but it sure does make for a more interesting group if you don't have 4 witch doctors. For my Diablo 3 playthrough, I had my heart set on a dual blade wielding monk, and fortunately everybody else found an affinity for a different class. If you and a bunch of friends are taking on a Team Fortress 2 map, you'll probably have more luck winning with a diverse array of skill sets, as opposed to just being a gang of pyros, although that would be freaking awesome. Lastly, and this covers an awful lot of games, is the importance of being a good communicator. Whether you have a Skype setup, a service like Mumble, or some other way to get your voice into somebody else's ear holes, it's a very good way to stay on top of your group campaign. This is hugely important for games like Portal 2 if you need more than just a timer and a "hey look over there" button. Valve was unfortunately unable to find the time to implement the "stop what you're trying, it's stupid, and move to the other side of the map, you dolt" button. FPS games like Borderlands 2 and Halo are always better when you can keep lines of communication open, since they're generally very fast-paced. When standard voice commands and high fives won't cut it, a direct way to tell your buddy to haul ass to the front line is superbly useful. Let me know in the comments what you reckon the most important rule is for being a good co-op gamer, and I will catch you next week.